Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Rosedale, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So we got a wiring rescue on this beautiful Road Glide. Ton of money spent on the audio. There was a bunch of stuff done that I really didn't understand. But the most disturbing part is $2,000 worth of lithium and wiring fuse blocks just thrown in the tour pack. Amplifiers held to the battery with Velcro, and the battery is not properly wired and properly fused. So there's a ton of stuff to fix on the bike. We had to actually schedule a two-part rescue on this because the client wasn't expecting the bill to be that high, because he thought it needed a little bit of a cleanup and a tune, and it really needed to be gutted and rewired. So this is part one of the rescue. We rescued the back half of the bike, but we made it sound really, really good. The mid-bass drivers are completely underpowered. They weren't getting enough power. So we upgraded the amplifier and got them some real bass. There's a few things done that I was very disappointed in. The bike had a huge amount of noise. With the volume all the way down, it was just an unbelievable amount of noise. And this was a quick and easy fix. They use a line converter to take signal from the factory radio and run into the DSP. The line converter is not necessary if you use a T-harness like ours. We obviously use our T-harness and flash the radio. Only two things we did to get rid of the noise was remove the line converter. People don't realize the line converter is a passive device, and it, depending on what you put it next to or how you wire it, it picks up noise. So you could take a line converter installed in a bike or car, and if you put a long enough piece of speaker wire and move it around, you could actually change how much noise it's picking up. It'll pick up radiating noise from stuff that's near it. So we removed the line converter, flashed the radio, and just installed the T-harness and ran into the DSP. It was already there, noise completely gone. We actually have two bikes from the same shop. The other bike will be in the next video or the video after the next. But both wired the same way, both same issues, both had noise. We fixed the noise both ways on the bikes. So check out what we did for this client. The bike sounds really good. He was complaining it didn't have enough bass, the bike had noise, and he felt that it should be louder. So we were able to fix all three things. Check out what we did for him. This is the stuff that upsets me. You sell the customer almost $2,000 worth of batteries. You got lithium here, lithium under the seat, and then you connect them together with aluminum wire that cannot flow the proper amount of current, so he's not getting his thousands of dollars worth of battery because you downsized the highway to get the current to the amplifier. Not fair to the client, not the right thing to do. And there's also no fuse between the two batteries. See the cable going directly to the battery terminal and then up and into the tour pack. No fuse. Then you hold the equipment to the battery using Velcro. So when he brought it in, the amp was laying in the tour pack just like that. Not fair. Then you go to the fairing, you create this mess. Just so you notice, there's no fuses once again. So we have 1, 2, 3 amplifiers, no fuse. Couldn't make the amplifier fit, so you cut the speaker pod. So now, oh, look at that, both speaker pods are cut. So, and it looks like they're using better wire here. Yep, they're using T-spec wire here, which is good, but the wire connecting the two batteries is cheap. Let's pull it apart and see what else we find. Okay, we found one fuse buried in there. That's the single fuse that goes to all 3 amps in the front. But this line here loops around, goes this way, and goes to the tour pack. Has no fuse on it. So if we grounded the line here, the line would catch fire. Not good. Got an amp just hanging out in the pod. Same thing on the other side. So if the client let you put amplifiers in the tour pack, why would you cut the speaker pods? So it's literally more work to do this. You could have just made a nice board and laid everything out in the tour pack. So as you can see, the screw is fully tight, but look at that. Okay, we have our power feed wire, oxygen-free copper, running to our fuse block, running up, fused in the fuse block. We have our 0 gauge feed coming from the battery feeding the fuse block. Then we have our amplifier feed wire. So now we have current, plenty of current flowing. Client complained that the DSP was falling off the side of the battery and the amplifier is falling off the side of the battery. Everything's screwed down now, so we won't have to worry about that. Fused, protected, retuned it. Bike sounds a lot better. He's gonna be back for some more work in the future. He was a little light on power running the 10s, especially considering that the bags have been sealed and ported by the previous shop. So we upgraded from a 1200 to a 2500, and then they had the bass knob stashed in the glove box. We have the cicada knob here, custom mounted with the clip indicator so he knows when to back down. The radio wasn't flashed, so we were not starting with a flat signal. We flashed the radio. We're able to increase the gains on the amplifiers because the signal we're feeding to the DSP now was completely flat. Sounds a lot better now and the bass hits a lot harder.
Was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some funds. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone. Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you hoes know what's up with 213. So I hit select on 21 and Lewis and niggas shooting dice. So I said, let's do this. I jumped off the rock and said, what's up? So niggas put some gas, so I said, since these hoes deep in me, I'm glad this word. These bitches looking so hard, they straight hit the curve. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nick Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. I'm getting jacked, I'm breaking myself. I can't believe they took the man's wealth, they took my rings, they took my wallets. I looked back and nigga said, damn, what's next? Got my homie him up and they hold them out. You know, we see if they going straight half for half. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. I'm getting jacked, I'm breaking myself. I can't believe they taking more than 12. They took my rings, they took my Rolex. I looked at the niggas.